So apparently it's 3 months since I last did one of these, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I am going to talk today about Lagrange, which is another of these ice gear synths that came out this week. I've been playing around with this all week, and it's a great little synth. In many ways, it's probably the easiest of all of their synths to use, better than Red Strike or Chronica or any of the others, just because of its sheer simplicity. Best way to get a handle on this is if you have a look at the routing sections here. I live in Australia now, so I'm not allowed to say routing, it has to be routing. You can see these are the different configurations: 2 oscillators, 2 filters, amp, and a noise. And you can set various different configurations as to how you want the filters and oscillators and noise to be set up in relation to the amp. And that's very useful. So that's what you have. You have oscillators A and B, and you have filters A and B. You've got 2 LFOs here, 2 envelopes, and there are also these little attack decay mini envelopes in a couple of places, like on the noise here and on the levels for each oscillator. So pretty straightforward. Now the thing that makes this really good fun to play with is the oscillator section that they've built in is completely awesome. So we start off with a standard saw, and here we've got a pulse. Oops, sorry, start again. Okay, so we start here with the saw, and then we've got a pulse. Now all these have different engines here, so pulse here has got a pulse width, just to make Nick Bat happy. We've also got a sub oscillator. With the saw, I believe we have some kind of wave shaper on there. Got triangle, got 3 times saw, so it's kind of super saw with a D tune in it and an optional 5th. We've got 3 square waves with a D tune and an optional 5th as well. And then you get to the really crazy stuff. Okay, so here we've got an FM saw, which tends towards the really noisy and abrasive. I'll just go down an octave on that one because it sounds really good down low. Then we've got this sync saw for those prodigy noises. Then we've got this AM modulation, amplitude modulation. Which is just great. You don't hear this sound very often in most synths. And of course I can modulate this frequency with the envelope here, either choosing envelope A or envelope B, or on LFO A or LFO B. So I can stick LFO A on there, for instance. And you can see it's already modulating over here. So it's really easy to get your head around. Here I've got the unstable oscillator. This is one of the ones that came out in the latest release. Then you've got a pitched noise, which is actually surprisingly useful if you're making percussive sounds, I've found. If you combine with the noise algorithms. Then we've got a whole bunch of FM algorithms. Now, if you're not particularly comfortable with FM, and a lot of people aren't, this is a really easy way to get FM into your sounds. It's basically got a whole set of different FM ratios, and then you can just apply filters and envelopes to them afterwards. So all of which are very good. And then we've got a set of physical modelling things at the end here. So I've got a pluck string. I'm still modulating this with the LFO so you can hear your way around it. And then there's a struck string. These also come with a colour. How do we go back to the pluck string? That also has a colour. Then there's a bowed string. For those cello sounds. And then we've got a blowpipe. Which is kind of a nice tubular sound. A bell. And this robot one, which sits at the end. So you've got two of those, and you can set them around and you can detune them. We've also got this bunch of noise algorithms here. So if I just pull up the noise, so we've got a standard low pass filter noise. We've got a white noise plus band pass filter, and you've got white noise and high pass filter. Not so good, so normal. But then we've got this grain one, and you've got the density of the grains here, which is really useful if you want to make something sound like it's playing in an old record. It's great stuff. A digital noise. This click noise here. For those Geiger counter tracks you've always wanted to do. And this sand one. So all in all, I'm really impressed. I've spent the week. As usual, there's a fairly limited set of presets that come with it. IceGear are never particularly generous with their preset. And I've spent the week putting together some presets of my own, which if I can figure out how, I'll share under the video, but I haven't figured out how yet. Anyway, so very interesting synth, lots of stuff in there that you're probably not going to get on other things. It sounds amazing and really quite unique, but being basically a two oscillator subtractive synth with two LFOs and two envelopes, it's really easy to get in there and start messing around with stuff quickly. So Lagrange, recommend it.